Peace Collective. What is going on? Welcome to the channel. My name is Milan. I am an intuitive tarot reader and psychic medium. If you guys are new here to this channel, welcome. If you guys are returning, welcome back. It means the world to me each and every single time you guys join. Thank y'all times 1,000 for being here, for deciding to spend your time and your energy here with me in these readings. As you guys know, this is going to be another general collective reading. However, we're going to get into another deep dive today. This was a bit of a surprise drop. I know. As you can tell by the title, we're going to look more into the energy between Kendrick Lamar and Nicki Minaj. Okay? If you guys are interested in readings that look more into entertainment, celebrity culture, music, I've got an entire playlist already curated. It's called the Deep Dive series. And that's where you can find more readings just like this one. All right? I also offer love readings on this channel. I provide personal readings. If you guys are interested in personals, please feel free to let me know. Hit me up. All the information is going to be in the description box down below, like always. Just as a quick disclaimer, everything in this reading is alleged until proven otherwise and for entertainment purposes only, okay? This is not a fan page, a stan page. I could really care less about all the stan war BS, okay? We like who we like. You don't like who you don't like. It's okay. It's all right. It is no big deal, all right? We do not know these people personally, so please take what I say with a grain of salt. If you don't like what I'm saying, it's okay to just click off the video. It is not a big deal, all right? Again, just keep it respectful, people, in the comments if you guys can help it, all right? Let me know what you know. Leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you see fit. I would love to have you guys here part of the family, all right? But, yeah, I've been saying this for a while now because it's been bubbling under my skin like crazy, but I really do feel like there could be a collab brewing between these two. Again, of course, I don't know an exact time, date, or the hour, or the season, but I feel it boiling under my skin. Now, the thing though with Nicki, she's always shown such strong like loyalty and solidarity, which I really admire and respect about her. She's always shown such loyalty to Young Money, Drake, Lil Wayne, Birdman, right? And I don't think she really, at least I haven't seen it personally. I don't think she really made much noise or said a lot as far as the whole beef with Kendrick and Drake. Kendrick and Drake, they've been going back and forth for years. I mean, like since maybe 2013, 2012. It's just kind of hit its peak as of this spring and summertime. But unless I'm mistaken, I just didn't see it. Please, someone correct me if I'm wrong. I personally just didn't see Nicki say anything about it or necessarily take any sides or really defend Drake, okay? What kills me though, like Nicki has this unyielding loyalty to Drake, but Drake has made it very clear and very obvious that he does not hold the same regard for her, unfortunately. And when I think of Kendrick, he just gives me lone wolf energy, like because he doesn't give a damn about anything anybody else is doing. He is very self-serving, at least when it comes to the industry. All right. But anyway, let's get into this. I've got a King of Swords. This is going to represent Kendrick, being that he's a Gemini. All right. Then I have a Queen of Wands. This is going to represent Nicki, being that she is a Sagittarius. So we're going to start with Nicki's portion first. We'll start with some oracle cards. Okay, this is going to be her perspective, how she may feel when it comes to Kendrick, and then we'll have the same vice versa when we get to Kendrick's portion. We'll get into the tarot a little bit later to clarify, you guys. Again, just make sure you guys leave a like on the video. It's absolutely free. It helps get the video around to others who may want to check it out. Leave a comment. Let me know what you know. Please correct me if you guys see fit. All right, and subscribe. We'd love to have you guys here, part of the family, all right? Spirit, please give some clear and concise messages regarding Nicki Minaj, please, and Kendrick Lamar. Oh, okay, I'm seeing twin flames. How do you feel in regards to Kendrick, please? Oh, okay, too many cards. But I have twin flames here, and then the butterfly. Okay, this twin flame card, it says yin and yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complement each other. Okay, and then this butterfly card, okay, it says relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child, and growth. Okay. Yeah, so this twin flame card, though, specifically what's standing out to me, it says complementing each other and coupling. So, obviously we know they're not like a relationship twin flame dynamic, obviously, right? But in sense of music, I feel like she does like Kendrick. I get this vibe from her that she listens to him, maybe not like on a regular basis, every day type of deal, right? But I feel like she feels as though he would compliment her in a way on like working on music. And it's interesting because I remember watching a part of an interview with Nicki from a few years ago, maybe 2017, 2018, where she was talking about how she would kind of get looked at in a particular way for doing the vocal inflections and getting a little animated on her with her music. And she brought up Kendrick Lamar and how people kind of accept him doing that and they looked at her kind of differently. So I think she likes that, that he's willing to kind of take risk and do things a little different with the music. So with that in itself, I feel like she feels like he could complement her very well with that. Again, them being very animated and bringing characters to life through the music. Okay. And this butterfly card, again, it says relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child, and growth. She feels like he could have grown a lot, shown a lot of different sides of him personally and throughout the music over the years. I'm not sure if these two have ever met in person. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just not aware of that. I'm not really getting that right now that they've ever met. But I'm pretty sure they've probably spoken or having like very short conversations. It's not giving me something where it was like a lot of longevity to it, though. It could have been just very like quick high and by and in passing. I'm not getting that they've ever really sat and had a real conversation before, though. What is this here? Oh, wow. Soulmates. Okay, that I have mirror at the bottom. So again, that just goes back to what I just said. It's like she feels like he compliments her, or they would mesh very well. She could see parts of her in him. Okay, this mirror card, it says mirroring each other, self-image, relationships reflect our wounds, and introspection. Okay, then the soulmates card, it says soul connection, partnership, agreement, and soul contract. That's interesting. Soulmates and twin flames. That's like a very serious, deep deal. Like she could just feel like he's a very like deep person, maybe just through the music. Okay, but the card specifically says partnership, agreement, and soul contract. Maybe she could be pondering or thinking about it. Getting that paperwork in order or working on something together here. Nothing like a massive project, but like a song, at least a song, a track, a record. But part of me feels like she kind of doesn't really trust him right now, for real. Reason why I'm saying that is because of the whole Super Bowl thing. The Super Bowl is attached to Jay-Z. Nicki really doesn't fuck with Jay-Z and Rock Nation over there. Rock Nation, Jay-Z don't fuck with her. So she could have this sense of a bit of not really trusting Kendrick because she may not really know where he stands for real, just off of the simple fact that, okay, you're doing the Super Bowl. That means you're in cahoots with that man, at least in one way, shape, or form. But the thing with Kendrick, though, it's like he was going to take an opportunity, whether it came from Jay-Z or SpongeBob SquarePants. He would have taken the opportunity regardless. He doesn't give a damn who it's attached to necessarily. And like I said before, he's really like a lone wolf. He's not heavily invested in the politics bullshit behind the scenes. You know what I mean? You barely hear from him. So he's really not invested in stuff like that. So he wouldn't maybe really, unless he knew Nicki's problem for real, which I'm sure he does now at this point, he probably wouldn't understand why she wouldn't trust him for real until she broke it down to him. But I get it. I get why she wouldn't necessarily quote unquote trust him because of, who he's in partnership with as of right now, again, in relation to the Super Bowl. Okay, but let's go to Kendrick. We're going to get a couple of the same cards for him and get his perspective. So Nicki, please. Thank you. You have boat. Okay, this card says receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, and closure issues. Okay, why is this here? This mirror is showing up anyway. Again, mirroring each other, self-image, relationships reflect our wounds and introspection. So same thing, you know, he could see a lot of himself maybe in her through the music, or maybe just again like their passion, their creative juices, like they just flow and it's just so natural for them when it comes to being a creative and putting their heart and their energy all into the music. And I think they have a very, very strong mutual respect for one another. Just because we don't see them in pictures or posted up together or tweeting each other back and forth doesn't mean they don't recognize each other. Okay? Let's see. Why is this here? Not really understanding why this boat card is here, though. Why is this here? Ooh, lightning. Okay, this kind of gives me like the Tower card. It says sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. Yeah, okay, maybe that with this boat energy, again, it says receiving what you need, progress, and arriving. So if he feels, if Nicki were to ever reach out to him, if it hasn't happened already, if she were to ever reach out to him about getting on a record, or if he reached out to her first and she actually responded and was willing to get on it, again, I have contract, agreements, partnerships on her end. I feel like it would be a surprise to him, like, wow, really? Like, you want to work with me? Really? Seriously? You know, even though, yeah, like, you're Kendrick Lamar, you're, like, one of the biggest in the world, and Nicki, again, one of the biggest in the world, he could hold her in a very, like, high regard, have, like, a lot of respect for her, because I'm hearing the word pedestal. You know how when you put somebody on a pedestal, right? Not to say that he does that literally, but he just holds her in a very, very high regard, and I think he would just be shocked or just like, oh my gosh, really? If she, you know, really responded to him about working together, or if she reached out to him about working together, you know? So that's really nice. You know, you could be 15 years into your career and be, again, another really big star, but still have like starry eyes for someone like a Nicki Minaj. You know, it kind of just comes with her aura, it feels like. And again, I don't really feel like they've ever really met in person for real. Why? I don't know. I don't know. I just, maybe just the schedules weren't right, or there wasn't really like the right moment to get together and collab. I don't know. But I'm really surprised that they haven't all these years. I'm shocked, to be honest with you. But let's go to another deck. We're gonna go back to Nicki really quick and get her perspective. Let's see, why is this here, please? For Nicki. Why is this here for Nicki? Ooh. Ooh, wow. Okay, fright. That's interesting. The number 62. It says depression, phobia, and paranoid. Okay, that kind of just took a very sharp left. Let's see. Apology is showing up. All right, the number 71. It says guilt, confession, and forgiveness. Okay, this. Why is this here? And if I'm not understanding something right away, guys, or something is not clicking, I'm not gonna just make something up. I'm just gonna keep pulling until the dots start to connect a little bit more. But again, I mentioned that earlier. It's like I intuitively feel like Nicki doesn't really trust Kendrick right now or something. But it's not because of anything he did to her or anything he said to her. It's more so like the people that you're around. I think that she may not really trust for real. Like, why would she need an apology from Kendrick? Why is this here? Because he didn't say anything about her on any of those records, didn't bring her up, not once. So, and again, I'm sure a lot of things happen behind the scenes that we are completely unaware of as the general public, but I'm not getting anything from him like he did something to her necessarily. Why is this here, please? Profession. Okay, the number 1. It's on this card. It says expertise, dominance, and talent. Overload, alliance. Okay, yeah, again, I have alliance here and overload. So first of all, Nicki's been working a lot. She's been working really hard. So if she were to take a break for a while, I wouldn't be surprised. it's much deserved, right? But before I get into this, I feel like with this profession card, first of all, again, she's acknowledging that this man is very talented. You know, he wears a lot of hats when it comes to the music genre that he's in. Okay, a talented writer. Again, the vocal inflections, he's a great performer. And you see how the guy on this card, the chef, he's got multiple hands doing multiple different things. So again, that kind of gives me jack of all trades, or somebody who can do all different things when it comes to this music stuff. But with this fright and apology, it's not that she's like scared of him or like worried about working with him. It's just more so, again, it's not him, it's the people that he may be connected to. Again, I feel like just the simple fact that he took the Super Bowl deal could make her feel a little paranoid, because it's like, oh well, you're over there with Roc Nation and Jay-Z. How close to them are you really if you got the Super Bowl deal? You know, so she's kind of looking at him a little side-eyed right now, but she knows it's like, okay, I know it's not him, it's not personal, but at the same time, it's like she would have to really, she wants to cross all her T's and dot all her I's, okay, before getting too close to him or working with him at all. So she could be like a little paranoid, which I get it. I get it. And if you guys recall, when she was on her world tour, I forgot what, I want to say it was Amsterdam, when she literally got like arrested in Amsterdam over like some weed at the airport. So, you know, a lot of things may have happened to her and she doesn't trust people or who's connected to who. Even this profession card, it looks like, you know, looks like an octopus or like a spider, you know, having multiple legs or tentacles. So it's like these people have their octopus tentacles in every single sector. So she doesn't really know who or what to trust all the time. Okay? And it's giving me this vibe here. It's like she almost feels kind of bad about that. It's like, again, it's like, so I'm hearing from her intuitively, it's like, Kendrick, it's not you. You didn't do anything to me. You didn't say anything wrong to me. You know, I don't like that I feel this way about you, but it's because of the people that you have gotten yourself connected with. Now, not that Kendrick gives a fuck about, you know, the industry politics, because again, he would have taken that opportunity whether it came from Jay-Z or SpongeBob SquarePants. He didn't care about that. It was the opportunity. So I feel like I'm getting from Nicki where it's like, I wish I didn't feel this way, but, you know, I got to vet you out first, or I got to make sure you're really not in cahoots with these people beyond this. So she could feel a little bit bad because she wants to work with him, but she just doesn't trust him right now. I get it. Totally get it, you know. Let's use the same deck, and we're going to go to Kendrick and get his perspective. What is Kendrick's perspective when it comes to Nicki, please? And thank you. Okay. Too many cards falling out, but I have loss here, the number 13. Okay, and self-love. Yeah, so there's a lot of like, seems like strange underlying like sadness energy between these two. It's weird. This number 13, okay, loss. It says bereavement, sorrow, and damage. Yeah, okay, so that's what I'm getting from him. It's like he feels as though he could have potentially lost the opportunity to work with her before he even got the chance to do it. Okay, I have the self-love card. Again, this is his perspective or how he's viewing Nicki at this time. It says self-concern, self-healing, and independence. So he could be viewing her as somebody who's really trying to protect her heart and protect herself. And again, even though he's really not in tune with the whole industry politics, he could have heard certain things, either like from other people in his camp or other people's camps, right? That have basically explained to him maybe the situation with Nicki and Jay. Because I don't think he really knew or paid much attention to that before, like at all. Like he had no part with them having issues with each other, you know? And him doing the Super Bowl was not some type of slight to Nicki, like at all. Like, no. I really, and it kills me because I see the whole TDE versus Young Money, and Jay-Z is trying to use Kendrick against Nicki. Like, that narrative is really like kind of frustrating because it has nothing to do with Kendrick. Like, he can't even have a year for himself or bask in his accomplishments or announce things without it being tied to Young Money or Drake or Jay-Z, unfortunately. And I don't think he likes that. He really doesn't like that. But it's kind of giving me like, I gotta work. I gotta do what I gotta do, minus all the BS. But he's viewing her as somebody who's really protecting herself right now. And he understands. So I keep hearing her like, I get it. I understand. So it's kind of just like, again, it doesn't mean that it's never going to happen. I just think as of right this moment in time, she's protecting herself for sure. That's why I think it may be such a shock or a surprise to Kendrick if she were to ever reach out or respond to him about working together, because he understands, you know, where she's at right now or how she feels. How is this here? Live and learn. Okay. Number 27, it says experience, training, and development. Yeah, he feels like he can learn a lot from her, even though, again, you know, he's been in the industry for a while too. I want to say they came up around the same time. Obviously he didn't have such a big blow up as early as Nicki did. Okay, like 2009, 2010. Kendrick was still doing the mixtapes and stuff, but he feels like he can learn a lot from her. Or he's open to learn a lot from her, it seems like. You know, obviously, you know, she's very well schooled and well renowned in the industry. So he's, you know, someone that he could learn from is kind of what I'm getting here. And I'm also getting intuitively, I really feel like if they were to work together, neither one of them want to do it like, okay, just send me the beat. Send me your verse. I don't like it. Send it back. They don't want to do that. They want to get in the studio together. And I believe Nicki even said that when she worked with J. Cole on that Let Me Calm Down record, on the last album she put out, she flew him out to her house, to her studio. You know, so again, like that in-person, more genuine, real, authentic working relationship versus just, again, email me this, send me this, oh, I'll get back to you in a couple days. No, like both of them have that same mindset is what I'm getting here, that they want to work together. And, you know, it's like baking a cake from scratch. They want to get together and in person is what I'm getting here. You know, they don't want to do the superficial bullshit. Is what I feel like with both of them. Like, if we're gonna work together, we're gonna work together. You know. Let's see. I'm gonna get into another oracle deck before I get into the tarot really quick. Let's go back to Nicki and see what she feels. Is this making any sense to you guys? Let's leave a like on the video. Let me know what you know. All right. Spirit, how does Nicki feel when it comes to Kendrick, please? Okay. Oh, caught a case. Interesting. Okay, it says sexual infection, sexual disease, or rash. Now, caught a case, you know, that can be like a legal case too. Yeah, fake accounts here. It says fake social media accounts to spy, Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. I think Kendrick Lamar has a burner page, but it's like, it's not a burner page that he tries to hide from people. Like, Kendrick's burner page has like 1 million followers, so he's open about who he is on his burner account. So yeah, he does have a fake page. I think it's called like Jojo Ruski, something that has nothing to do with like his music or anything. It's like a personal page. So this coming out kind of confirms that, like, yeah, you know, Nicki knows he's got an underlying account, but with this caught a case, I don't really get that. Boss daddy. Yeah. So as of right now, it's like she's interested, but she's not going to show too much interest because of there's a boss daddy behind the scenes, okay? Now the boss daddy, I'm immediately picking up as Jay-Z, and that he's not, again, you guys, Kendrick is not signed to Jay-Z. He's not under Rock Nation or anything like that. He never was. he literally just took the Super Bowl deal. And I feel like with Nicki, she feels like if you take anything from that man, she just doesn't trust you. And again, it's not Kendrick, it's the boss daddy, okay? The Jay-Z's, the Desiree Perez's, you know, that she doesn't like. Why is this here? Ooh, what's this? Groupie? So yeah, she knows she knows that Kendrick is a fan of hers, absolutely. And I said this before, like she may not listen to him every single day, or you know, but she is definitely a fan of his as well with this groupie energy here. Let's see, why is this here? Ooh. Legal issues. Ooh. Court judges, immigration, and lawyers. So again, with that caught a case card. Happiness hater. So I think this is just her acknowledging that, yeah, you know, because of what you said, or you know, the whole beef with you and Drake, now you have some potential legal issues following suit. Either that, or again, the person she is associating with Kendrick, again, Jay-Z, is having legal issues. But that song, again, Not Like Us, did show up in Drake's paperwork. Let me see. Why is this here? This is fake smiles. Yeah, it's like she just... Yeah. I will say this, okay? I have cock blocking here and fake smiles. It's giving like... I'm hearing she's allowing her emotions to kind of get in the way of something that she wants to do. It's interesting. Like, she's worried that maybe he would be fake to her, and it's reminding me of that story she kind of told, I think it was on her station head, about her edited version of Little Red Riding Hood and like the Big Bad Wolf, and her story version was like the ugly, nasty, mean big wolf had to send in the smaller, prettier looking wolf, right? To kind of infiltrate and get information to bring back to the big, ugly, nasty wolf. The big, ugly, nasty wolf in this situation would be Jay-Z to her. And she feels like if she were to work with him, it's only because he was sent by the big, ugly wolf. But that's not true. That's why I feel like, again, it's giving me like she's allowing her emotions to dictate this situation because she's a fan of his. She wants to work with him. But she's paranoid right now. I get it. I get it. And she feels like, okay, well, you're only over here because so-and-so sent you. And that's not the case, like, at all. So this whole Super Bowl thing, the tour, all of this is gonna have to blow over first, or they're gonna have some type of talk or something, you know. Because the way she's feeling it right now is like I want to reach out, but I can't. You know what I mean? Let's see. Let's go to Kendrick with the same deck. Let's see. Why is this here, please, for Kendrick? Or what is his perspective when it comes to Nicki? Child services just tried to pop out. We know Nicki has a kid. Why is this here? Kendrick has 2 kids himself, actually. Why is this here, please? Ooh. Cyberbully fell out. You are being bullied online, or they have suffered from it. Okay, Kendrick. And I have marrying for money here that fell out. Child services is showing up again. Wolf in sheep's clothing. I'm not really understanding this. Again, guys, if something is not really making sense or coming through too clearly, then I'm not going to just make something up. I'm going to keep pulling cards. But what I was going to say was, I do think, again, and this is his perspective when it comes to Nicki, right? I think he's aware. Again, he's seen it. He's pulling the strings together, putting 2 and 2 together, and he gets it. Like, there are people online, this is giving me bot energy, that people are online, you know, that talk crap about Nicki or try to like make her seem less than, or make her seem like the big mean girl, whatever, on the internet. And again, it's like he doesn't really pay attention to a lot of that stuff, but when he sees it, he gets it. It's like, you know, like people are just on here talking crap or talking shit, making shit up about her that's not probably not true, you know. So it's kind of like if he does see it, he'll see through the BS, you know. And this marrying for money is here. Let me see, why is this here? Again, it kind of goes back to Nicki feeling like he's tied to or connected with the people that she doesn't like for the money, you know. But how does he know all this though? What is this? Why is this here, please? Is anything a little bit more in depth or like a little more confusing than I thought it was gonna be? I'm not gonna lie. Why is this here? Too busy winning. Yeah, so he's very aware of how well she's doing. That's what I was saying. It's like he may see some of the internet fodder and then put two and two together and be like, oh, okay, like they really be on here trying to like diminish how well she's doing. And even like the publications, because I'm hearing publications like media outlets or news articles like the Billboard, Rolling Stones, Grammy, shit like that. He's like, these people purposely do this to knock her off her high horse or to make it seem like she's not winning out here when she is. So he's not a hater. Like he can give her flowers because he knows she deserves it. So yeah, you were too busy winning, and you got people online with this cyberbully energy trying to paint her out to be like some menace, or again like the mean rap girl that doesn't collaborate or work with anybody or doesn't allow people to have a chance. And it's giving like he knows that's not true. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, I know she suffered from the harassment or people online, again, like lying on her, or even the hate train thing, you know, like the hate train thing. It's like, how can she have a hate train when she's out here winning? Like, she's got the fan base, she's got the numbers, the tour stats, all of that. So in his mind, it's like what are these people even talking about? You know, it's like, what? Can you get one more, please? And if you guys refer back to my Kendrick Lamar and Jay-Z reading, again, he was a little late to the party. Again, because like I said before, he's not really too big with the internet bullshit stuff, the stan fan pages. He's not into that stuff. But he was a little late to the party when it comes to Jay-Z and recognizing what type of devil he was really dealing with. And I think now he's starting to see like, oh, okay, now I get it. Again, that boss daddy, the big ugly wolf energy, Jay-Z. I think he feels like he's starting to realize like, yeah, that whole camp, Rock Nation over there is part of the reason why you have so many people online or these publications not giving her credit where it's due. And I don't think he likes that. That's why I said in my Kendrick and Jay-Z reading, like, he doesn't want any parts of that stuff because he doesn't feel the same. He doesn't feel the same, you know? Let's see. Okay, Into You is here. Yeah, good chemistry, great vibes, and positive. But he knows it's like she's in her head. He knows she's in her head right now. Okay, this card says in their head, overthinking, stressed, and overanalyzing. Okay, you have romantic love affair, but he knows like they would make magic together in the studio. And she knows it too, but he gets it, why she's in her head right now. So again, it's going to take a little bit of time to really like kind of blow over, you know. Let's see, I'm going to get into the tarot. We're going to start with Nicki first. Is this making any sense to you guys? Again, the people liking the video, it's absolutely free. Let me know what you know. Okay, subscribe. I'd love to have you guys here, part of the family. Right. Let's see, Nicki, where are you at? What is your perspective, or how do you feel when it comes to Kendrick, please? The Hermit. Yeah, it's like two things with this. Okay, Virgo energy. First of all, she knows that he's a lone wolf. Like, he doesn't really pay, again, I said this already, doesn't really pay a whole lot of mind, or doesn't really give a fuck about what everybody else is doing, why people are beefing behind the scenes. He doesn't give a fuck about that. Okay? And the Hermit also relating to her is like, I gotta protect myself. It's like, I'd rather be alone and be with the people that I know I trust, my own camp, my own team, my husband. And I may have to kind of like, I'd rather be secluded right now, you know, like to myself. And I get it. At least when it comes to Kendrick, you know. Two of Swords, yeah, this is like being indecisive, being at a stalemate, blockage energy. Maybe, you know, not, it's like maybe someone like being stuck or have, you know, not being able to make a clear, sound decision, or not seeing something for what it is. This again, that's why I said before, it's like she's allowing her emotions to kind of get in the way of some really great music here that they both know would come from them collaborating. With this Two of Swords, again, it's not seeing things clearly, not seeing things for what they are, being in denial. So she just thinks everybody that may have any type of inkling to the big bad ugly wolf is public enemy number one to her. But that's not always the case, especially when it comes to Kendrick, okay? Someone who doesn't really need the clout, or is not some new underground artist looking to be, you know, brought up next to a Jay-Z. Like, no, it's not like that. But she's not seeing it that way because she's allowing her emotions to get in the way. That's why I said earlier, I feel like she almost feels kind of bad for feeling this way. But it's almost like trauma. It's like you've been hurt so many times. You've been shaded or just jaded through life. In this case, with the industry, by so much, and so many people trying to, you know, take you out of here, it seems like. You may have trust issues. And these trust issues could be getting in the way of her working with him. Most definitely. Okay. Why is this here? Why is this here, please? Okay, Six of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. Yeah, again, this goes back like feeling bad or feeling guilty. I just mentioned that earlier, like being stuck in their head. This is another perfect representation of that. Literally being stuck in your head, feeling trapped. Six of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, this is like giving aid, giving assistance with the Six of Pentacles here. Charity, you know, helping somebody out, like unearned income. Okay, and then this Nine of Pentacles is someone who's very, you know, well established, well off, very affluent, independent person as well. That coincides with the Hermit card. So it's like she knows Kendrick is not literally signed to Roc Nation, or, you know, doesn't really have any business dealings with them outside of doing the Super Bowl. But, and again, she's acknowledging like, yeah, Kendrick's a little bit more independent. He's got creative freedom. So it'd be a great person to work with, but it's like she's nervous, or like she's scared to give too much of herself to him or something, or again, like maybe give her ingredients to the sauce. But Kendrick's not looking for that. Like, really, I just want to work with you. Like, we can make great music together. I'm getting from him, but with her, it's like, I don't know. I can't give him the sauce in my cookbook. But this is not some upcoming rap girl, Nicki. Like, again, I understand. I get it, but I guess. Why is this here? Oh. It's the Ten of Cups. happiness, wish fulfillment, real estate, property, emotions. Yeah, so it's like she knows she could have like a lot of success working with him. And it's funny because I feel like it would be more than one song. Maybe not like a whole album type of project or anything like that, but it would be more than one song that they want to work together on. Look at this. He got the Scorpio in reverse. That's funny. The Scorpio in this topic would be Drake. She doesn't give a fuck about how Drake feels. In reverse is like, if I want to work with Kendrick, I will when I'm ready. But it has nothing to do with you, Drake. Okay. So again, she's always shown very like unyielding loyalty to him. But when it comes to this, I don't think she gives a fuck. And then you have the Fool. It's like, I'm gonna do what I want to do when I want to do it on my own terms. I'm free. La da 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 da. Like, this is not about you, Drake. I don't give a fuck how you would feel about it. You know. Now with this Page of Wands, that is a messenger, or someone who may have some kind of good news coming in. Someone who's very eager or excited to get started and to do something. So again, it's giving like, I'm excited. I would love to. I want to reach out, but I don't know if I should. Hold on a second. Let me see. My bad. My phone was ringing. But yeah, it's like, I want to reach out. I want to talk to him. I do, but I don't know. Again, not like scared or nervous, but I don't trust the people around you is the problem here. Okay, like the unit behind you, the structure behind you, the 10 of Cups, you don't get to that by yourself. So again, like the unit behind you. But it's like, it's also coming up on her end that she knows he's independent. So it's just giving like a lot of heavy indecision here. Like, she's not sure what she wants to do when it comes to him. Besides that she wants to work with him, but it's like not the right time. Why is this here? Knight of Cups and the Sun. Yeah, like this would be something that would like make her happy. Like, she would really like to do this, but and she knows it would bring a lot of great reward. People would fuck with it. The Sun, the Wheel of Fortune. So it would have a really good return. Then you have the Knight of Cups, again, like making an offer. I see her making the offer first, believe it or not. That's why I said way earlier in the reading, I was like, if she were to reach out, he would be so surprised or shocked. But I do see her making the offer. It's just a matter of when. And I don't think it's going to be soon. She's going to have to really like put the trauma aside and the emotional thought process aside, and I think really have a sit down or on the phone one-on-one conversation with him to really get and see where he's at. So I feel like a lot of things are like energy for her. You know, if you come out with the wrong energy, she's not going to fuck with you, or she's going to know to keep her distance. But I feel like if she were to just sit with him or get on the phone, she would feel it's a lot more genuine, and that might make her feel more comfortable versus assuming or speculating. You know what I mean? I really hope that makes sense. But I get it though. I get it, Nicki. Kendrick gets it too. So, you know, he's willing to wait and be patient is what I'm getting here. Okay. But yeah, let's go to Kendrick. I'm going to switch decks. This is the Modern Witch deck. So we're going to go with him and see what comes out as far as his perspective or how he may feel in regards to Nicki. Let's see. Yeah, where is Kendrick at, or how does he feel when it comes to Nicki, please? 7 of Wands. Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands. Look, the Sun showing up again. So he is really looking forward to it. He is really excited. He can't wait. That's funny. And then you have the Moon here. Okay, so it's like, yeah, there's a potential. The opportunity is there. Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands. The thing about opportunities, though, they have to be taken advantage of. They have to be watered. They have to be nurtured, right? So it's like the opportunity would be great. Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands. And Ace of Swords is literally like writing, speaking, singing. In this case, rapping. Ace of Wands is your works, projects, things you're passionate about. And he knows that she's a wordsmith. And that's what he loves so much about her. Again, the creativity that goes into her work, the passion that goes into it, they mirror each other with that. So that's why he knows that they would work together so well. I mean, they'd be in this, if they get together, they'll be in the studio bouncing off of each other, punchlines bouncing off of one another. Like, I see them having like a lot of fun, getting along very well. Yeah, look, another ace of cups. He loves Nicki Minaj. He loves her. Like, I'm getting like, I'm you guys, we don't really see Kendrick pop out a lot for real, but I'm literally seeing him smile like so big in my third eye right now. Like, that'll be like his dream come true. I feel like working with her. But with this moon in the Seven of Wands, he's aware that there's some fear or insecurity or nervousness there. Again, paranoia, defensiveness about working with him. And he gets it. He's not judging her for it. He's not upset about it. He understands. Okay, the Seven of Wands can talk about blockage, fighting back, standing your ground. If not, being a little defensive, Yeah. So if she does reach out, again, I see her being more so the person to reach out. And he's going to accept it, but it's just a matter of, it's going to be some time. It's going to be some time. And there could have been a point in time where he already reached out to her and maybe she just ignored it, or maybe denied him, told him no, like not right now. Or I'm getting more so it was like she kind of just didn't really acknowledge it for real. But it's giving me more so they just haven't really spoken for real, like at all. Like the air needs to be cleared is what I'm getting here. The air needs to be cleared. Even though he didn't do anything to her, the air still needs to be cleared. And I get it. Why is this here, please? Seven of Cups. Wasn't I? Yeah, I just said that. Like the air needs to be cleared because there's a little confusion right now. It's confusion, illusion, and the way that she's feeling, it's not the genuine truth. Again, like letting her emotions kind of get in the way here. Seven of Cups can talk about having options as well. Why is this here? I told you that would be like his dream collab. Seven of Cups is like daydreaming and fantasizing as well. Let's see. Why is this here? Five of Pentacles. But he feels like a little rejected by her, like a little left out in the cold. If he did try to reach out at one point, she could have just not have given him the time of day for real. Why is this here? Three of Swords. Yeah. Six of Swords. Yeah, Nicki, it's like Kendrick is like a lot more logical than he is emotional. I will say that. Even though he is very in touch with his emotional side, his feminine side, he's a lot more logical. Like, again, that's why I said before with the whole Super Bowl Jay-Z thing, he didn't give a damn who the opportunity was coming from. It's the Super Bowl. He was going to take it anyway. He didn't give a damn about who was beefing with who or none of that. He wasn't asking prerequisite questions like, well, okay, who is Jay-Z? Who does he have a problem with before I sign this contract? No, like that wasn't his thought process. Maybe for other people, especially like the Barbs and stuff, they may have asked those types of questions at first. But for someone who's a little emotionally detached and removed from stuff like that, he's not thinking about that. You know what I mean? Especially if he was roped in and manipulated by someone like a Jay-Z, which he absolutely was. Again, you guys can refer back to my Kendrick and Jay-Z reading. They are not on good terms at all. Okay? But again, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So it's like she's letting her emotions kind of get in the way of the money or a solid opportunity here to work together, Three of Swords and the Six of Swords. 6 and 3 is 9. 9 of Swords is paranoia, feeling a little anxious. Okay, we're not a lot of anxious, right? You can't get it out of your head. Like you're overthinking things. But he gets it. He seems to be coming from like a very understanding place. That's for sure. It's giving me like, okay, no pressure. You can take a year to respond. That's fine. I'm patient. I'll wait. And he gets it. But this Three of Swords and the Six of Swords, he knows that, again, she's been through a lot. She's had a lot of trauma going through the industry. Again, not specific to him, but it makes sense why she's so defensive the way she is, you know? And it kind of does hurt him a little bit that she feels this way, because he has such a strong love and affinity for her. It's almost as if, like, damn, like, you shouldn't be feeling this way. Like, you're Nicki Minaj. Like, why you shouldn't be feeling like this. You know, and the Six of Swords, I can talk about moving on, moving forward from like a rough, tumultuous situation. And a part of him kind of feels like, you know, I wish you would, you know, kind of like let it go, but you can't, you know, control or tell somebody when to heal or when to get over things. So, you know, he would never say that, but you know, he kind of does wish her well and wants her to kind of heal from that so that they can work together. Because this is something that it seems like he's been wanting to do for a very long time. And it seems like it's something she's wanted to do for a long time. But again, Drake came up with Nicki, right? Kendrick has had a problem with Drake since the very beginning. So it's always been like this disconnect between two camps. But it was never personal between Nicki and Kendrick. You know, it's very unfortunate. It's very sad. You know, the politics can really get in the way. All right, just here, please. Queen of Pentacles. Ace of Cups showing up again. Yeah, Four of Wands. Like, this would be a very, very, very solid collaboration. Like, and then I see them get like reunion. I'm sorry, blah, I can't talk. I see them having some type of reunion or understanding here. But it's just going to take some time. It's just going to take some time. You know, Queen of Pentacles and the Strength card. These women kind of look alike, almost. So he views her as someone who's very confident, very strong, you know, very beautiful as well. You know, she's a wife. The Queen of Pentacles is a wife. Nicki is married. Very well established. They don't need or want or ask for much. And the Queen of Pentacles is not going to get up off their throne to entertain bullshit or do things that are not beneficial to them. So she knows that Nicki knows it would be beneficial, or it would turn out in a lot of high numbers if she worked with Kendrick, but she's holding back right now with the Strength card for sure. And he just holds her in such a high regard. He almost feels like, damn, like, there's no reason for you to feel that way. You are the Nicki Minaj, you know, like you are the Whitney Houston, you are the Beyonce, you are the Michael Jackson. Like, nobody should ever. I feel like if he were to talk to her, like he would big her up and not kiss her ass, but just give her words of encouragement that she needs to hear, that she may not hear from her industry peers. Does that make sense? Like, he would want to spit some game to her to make sure she recognizes and knows her worth. You know? He feels confident, though, that in due time, they will get together and kind of clear the air a little bit, it seems like. But as of right now, she's a little on edge. It seems like she doesn't trust it for real. And I totally understand. You know, she may have been used by other artists, especially like these females, and she doesn't want to be used. She does not want to be used. But the thing is, though, just like you don't need Kendrick, Nicki, with all due respect, Kendrick doesn't need you either. So he wants to work with you because he genuinely wants to work with you, like, not because he needs to. If that was the case, then he probably would have, you know, had to pay her 2 or 3 times the feature fee if he really was that desperate to work with her. So it's not giving desperation. It's just giving more so like, I genuinely really love you and I think we'd make magic together, you know? And they absolutely would. I'm going to a couple more for Nicki, and then I'll get you guys out of here. Okay. How's Nicki feeling? Or would she ever want to collab with him? Again, I'm telling you guys, she really wants to, but she's allowing the analysis paralysis and the emotional thought process, the trauma, to overtake what she really wants to do. Why is this here? How does she feel when it comes to Kendrick, please? Eight of Pentacles. Literally working, collaborating, building. Wow. And I have the sun here that showed up. So she's gonna come through. She's going to break out of this untrustworthy energy in due time. Why is this here? Yeah, Three of Pentacles. I'm telling you that there's a collab coming. What did I say? Like magic. Like them working together would be magic, literally. Okay, and this is something that is being brought together by the divine. Like it's a much bigger purpose. Okay, you got the Judgment card. Like this is something that's gonna really wake the people up, and they're gonna have some shit to say on that record. That's for sure. I definitely see them collaborating. It's just she's got to get out of the emotional mindset a little bit, and maybe again. Sometimes a short conversation can go a very long way. And I feel like a short conversation between these two would go a very long way. She just kind of has to take the step. It's like when you getting into a cold pool, you know, don't just dip your feet and just get in. Just go ahead and get in. And then after a few minutes, it's going to feel great. You know what I'm saying, guys? So yeah, very interesting. I'm gonna use a different deck just really quick because I want to know like how she feels about the whole beef thing between Kendrick and Drake. Honestly, I already said it before. I don't think she really gives a damn about how Drake would feel. Because again, he has shown his ass. Okay, he has shown his ass towards her more than enough times. And it's so funny because I wasn't even done shuffling and I got the King of Cups flew right out with the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so she is definitely holding back from Drake. Definitely. Again, Drake, Scorpio, King of Cups, Scorpio, Four of Pentacles can talk about being stubborn, saving your resources, creating a foundation, or literally holding back. You know? Why is this here? How does she feel about the beef between Drake and Kendrick Lamar, please? Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, that's like out of sight, out of mind. That's got nothing to do with me. Again, Nine of Pentacles is a very independent energy, self-sufficient. You know, I'm not looking left or right. I'm worried about me, you know, basking in the ambience is what I'm getting here. So it's like she completely removed herself on purpose. Let's see. Why is this here? Ooh, the Lovers and the King of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. So the Lovers card can talk about a choice or making a decision here. King of Pentacles, it's giving me like she was more worried about her own money, her own income, her own stability. Obviously, like why wouldn't she be? But I feel like she didn't really have a pick or a choice in this fight. But as far as Drake, it's like either way, like she's gonna hold back from him from now on. It seems like. Why is this here, please? Yeah, the Moon. Why is this here, please? How does she feel about Drake and Kendrick? Seven of Wands. Yeah, Four of Swords. She didn't really say anything. The World. Yeah, she saw everything, though. She was very in tune with everything going on. Everything. But with the Seven of Wands, it's giving like, again, nothing to do with me. I don't have a dog in this fight. You know, with the Moon here, Four of Swords, it's like she stayed quiet for a reason. She kept herself out of this on purpose, you know, and the Moon. Again, that's why it's like, because she was already thinking in the back of her head that she wanted to work with Kendrick. So it's like she kept quiet on purpose. And the World card is like a cycle ending. It's like she's done with Drake. It's like, I can love you, but I gotta love you from a distance because you've been playing in my face too much is what I'm getting here. And it's not really like so much of a get back at Drake to work with Kendrick. Okay, Two of Wands, again, making a choice, making a decision here, or kind of having a fork in the road. It's not like some petty get back at Drake because I feel like even when they were on better terms, she's always wanted to work with Kendrick, you know? What is this? Six of Cups. Yeah, this is something, I just said that. Like, this is something she was already thinking about from the past. Like, she's been wanted to work with him, but she's always had this unyielding loyalty to the people in her camp. That's over with now. That's over with now. Ooh, what is this? Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, we know Kendrick's a Gemini with this air energy. Queen of Swords showing up. Ace of Pentacles, yeah, and the Two of Pentacles. It's like she's not juggling anymore. She's okay with cutting him off, or be at least keeping it very short, sweet, and to the point with this Queen of Swords, because Queen of Swords will cut your fucking head off if you don't come correct, you know? This is like going cold on somebody. So she could have been juggling it for a while, making the decision. It's like, damn, like, yeah, I gotta love Drake from a distance. And Ace of Pentacles, I feel like, again, she went from juggling to actually wanting to solidify and take the opportunity to work with Kendrick. Again, like the emotions, the emotional decision making is kind of like, could be a blocker for sure. Yeah. Or making decisions because of what other people might feel, what other people may think. That's not how that's not a way to live life. You know what I'm saying? Not saying to just be inconsiderate of other people, but when the hell did Drake ever give a damn about being considerate to you, Nicki? You know what I mean? So fuck his feelings. For real. And again, it's not going to be a petty get back to work with Kendrick. This is something she's really wanted to do for a while. And she's not going to allow herself to be held back by emotions anymore, at least in due time. For right now she is, but in due time, whichever she gets over that hump and she's ready to interact with Kendrick, then she absolutely will. But yeah, the fear, anxiety, paranoia, that's kind of seems to be the problem here. And again, like that unyielding loyalty to her camp, who were never loyal to her, it seems like. But yeah, don't be surprised, you guys. Again, I always get this, like, there's definitely a collab coming between these two. When? I don't know, but it may just be a little while. Again, I don't know if they've already had a conversation, but I do see a conversation coming between these two. Let's just hope it goes the right way, right? Let's just hope and pray, because these two in the studio, they do a couple songs together, it's going to be lethal. Like, they are going to be whooping ass on that song. And the people they're going to be sending shots to are going to know exactly who it's for. You know? They both have a common denominator problem in their life. And that's, again, the big, bad, ugly wolf I was talking about earlier. Okay, but I'm going to leave this reading here. I appreciate you guys so much for spending your time and your energy here with me in these readings. Make sure you guys leave a like on the video. Let me know what you know. Subscribe. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.